Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another lovely edition of the News with Nate. Happy end of the holidays to you. We're here January 2nd to bring you the YouTube golf news. Now, let me just get this out of the way real quick. We're going to be talking about Grant Horvath. We're going to be talking about some YouTube golf news today. And I want to just brace you with the fact that, yes, my Christmas tree is behind me. And it is going to be there until December 13th because that's when they come around my neighborhood to pick up the Christmas tree. So don't at me with that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys appreciate this content. We're going to dive right into it. Some YouTube golf news to get onto before we talk about the Grant situation, which I know is why you guys are here, and it is a good one. So anyway, stay tuned for that. But what we got to talk about, YouTube golf news. Obviously, Good is hosting their tournament in February in Arizona. It's going to be a live streamed event. They're teaming up with seemingly what sounds to be like a big broadcast entity to get this thing live streamed. It's going to be on their YouTube channel. It's going to be the 2v2 scramble match against whatever YouTubers want to show up. That's awesome. However, Matt talked about it a little bit in my interview that they're obviously putting a lot of time and effort into doing this. It's the first time they've done it. There's obviously going to be some kinks they need to work out. And so I think henceforth why we are getting now a bonus match, I guess, coming January 4th. So in 2 days at 2 p.m. Central Time, Good announced that they are going to be doing a live knockout golf challenge with the one and only Michael Block, which is very neat. They have a relationship with him. They filmed with him in the past, and they are going to be doing a testing, what I would assume is a testing live stream event. A couple of things that are cool about this. Number one, first time they've done it. Number two, I think it's the first time potentially any YouTuber's done it. I don't know if Rick live streamed his event back in 2019. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Anyways, it's definitely a recent first. It's the first time anyone's done this in a long time. And it seems to me like they could be teaming up with YouTube because in their little promotional trailer, I don't know this for a fact, but well, I do know this for a fact that in their promotional trailer, there were YouTube banners, like it just said YouTube everywhere. They were everywhere. And so I don't think they would, like, everyone knows Good is a YouTube channel, so I don't think Good needs to promote the fact that they're going to be on YouTube. But I think if they have some sort of like partnership with YouTube in doing this live event, YouTube Live is what it kind of showed on the TV, then it makes sense. And they're kind of almost like advertising it with YouTube for YouTube, which is interesting. They had a meeting at YouTube. How many times have I said YouTube so far in this video? They had a meeting at YouTube not too long ago. And I think the big purpose of the discussions, or at least a large part of it, was talking about the broadcast potential and the ability to do these live streamed events like what's going to be happening on February 7th. So really cool. It's going to be cool to have them kind of run this test. I would assume it's probably going to be the same broadcast partners and everything that they're going to be doing it with on February 7th, because Matt talked about it in my interview. The last thing they want is to have something go wrong at that event. That event needs to be foolproof and bang on and just working. And like, there's a lot of pressure these guys are putting on themselves to execute in perfection with this. And I think realistically, if we want these kind of events to work, we can't just have some sort of haphazard broadcast. And, you know, coming from my background in the fitness space and specifically in CrossFit has done live announcements for years, ever since like 2011. And I've watched them do them really well. And I've watched them do them really crappily when they tried to get rid of, you know, high expenses on their budget sheet, and, you know, they went for like a lower quality streamer. It sucked and it was unwatchable and everyone hated it. And I think that's definitely not what Good is trying to do. They're trying to put out a high quality professional broadcast that can hopefully be a bit of a building block towards the future. So very neat that they have this January 4th event coming up. I'm certainly going to be tuning in to watch that just because I want to see what happens on this live stream. So anyway, that's the first piece of news. Second piece of news, what you came for, Grant Horvath. Are you serious? Listen, this guy has done some stuff recently that it's just really crazy. I'm going to start with some numbers here for you guys because you know I'm the number guy. Grant Horvath has done something this month that I don't think he's ever done. And I'll be honest, I haven't tracked every single month, but I think this is the first time this has happened. And you'll see numbers on screen here. Grant Horvath had a higher monthly viewership than GM Golf, a channel with over double the subscription. Grant Horvath has had a higher overall monthly viewership in the last 28 days than GM Golf. I mean, that just blew my mind. That absolutely blew my mind to see that statistic. And it's not even anything to do with GM Golf, because I think his channel is still doing quite well. Like I don't know his exact, you know, numbers and whatever, and if this is like a high or a low month, but like if you look at his videos, he's still getting like hundreds of thousands of views on every single video. But if you go over and you look at Grant's channel right now, like literally the comparison to every other YouTube group is insane. Like he is pulling the same numbers per video by the initial looks of it as like BDS, as Brian Bros, as, you know, obviously more GM Golf. Like a lot of these creators, these top creators who have way more subscribers than him. Brian Bros not more subscribers, but Bob's Sports and GM Golf do, he's pulling more numbers. And what he's done recently with videos in terms of ingenuity, always having these like new and unique ideas, it feels like every video, like he's not just going out, and this is something I think that's so important for anyone that wants to be successful on the platform. It's something I really try to do, although, you know, with commentary and news, it can be a little tough. It's a little different because I want to make sure I cover stuff for you, even if it like necessarily isn't like the most interesting thing ever. But if I feel like you guys need to know, then I'll try to cover it. So I battle with this. But as a YouTuber, you should always try to only release like the best videos. Like you want to make the best videos possible every single time. And I just feel like Grant has been doing that recently. Like every time he puts out a video, it's just a good idea. It's not just a match. It's not just like, hey, let's just get one out there because we haven't put one out in a while. Like this dude who really is putting the time and effort into each of these videos and making sure the idea and the concept is unique. And I think that's a huge reason why he's been outperforming so many other creators. It's not just GM Golf. That's just like the comparison that kind of blew my mind, because obviously Garrett like kind of helped give Grant his platform at the beginning, really, and Grant's now kind of grown into his own, and seeing what he's able to do on his own is crazy. You can compare his numbers to Shields' numbers too. He's not quite even close to there yet. You have to remember, Rick has a massive back catalog of videos that are pulling in massive amounts of views. And one thing that Rick's back catalog has more so than Grant's is like both of them make evergreen content, but Rick is like the king of evergreen golf content, meaning content that can just be watched like 11 years later and still be relevant. Like his like how to hit a draw, how to hit a fade, like those videos on his YouTube channel, I guarantee you still probably pull thousands, tens of thousands of views a month. And there's thousands of those videos, not thousands of those, but he has, I think, over 1,000 uploads on his channel. And so all of those videos, most of them being extremely evergreen, he's always going to have a really high monthly viewership number because there's lots of views coming on past content. But if you look side by side with Grant, like he is still overperforming Grant in his new uploads for sure. But again, Rick is the king. He's 2.7 million subscribers, and Grant is still coming up at 500,000. But the fact that they even look kind of similar, like Grant has quite a few videos in his last 14 that are like over 600K, and I think his lowest viewership on any video is like 300K or so. Like it's crazy. It is really crazy. This guy doesn't upload a video and get less than 300,000 views anymore. Like it's actually mind-blowing, and his numbers keep growing up. So listen, I don't know, I'm a huge fan of this community, and when I see someone coming in and like really changing the game a little bit and pushing the boundaries, like I said in my interview with him, I think Grant is sort of like like Rick was the pioneer, and like Grant is the buccaneer of this like good golf stroke play style, instructional style figure. Like he has all of these different value props, and you know, whether it be again the teaching on the teaching channel that he started, whether it be playing good golf, playing like, you know, a break 75 style series, like he's doing a lot of similar things that Rick has done in terms of value props, but he's expanding on them in his own way, and he's evolving these concepts. And I think that's why he's building such a massive audience so quickly. I mean, literally since he uploaded this video this morning, he's gained like 3,000 subscribers. Like I think he had 507 this morning, and now he's got 510. Like it's absolutely crazy. So anyways, kind of just a double wrist video for Grant. But when things like this happen in this space that blow my mind, I know they're probably, you guys are tuning in and being like, whoa, what is happening here? So that's why sometimes I try to make these videos to make sense of it all, because it is incredible. So congratulations to Grant. Keep killing it. Go watch his most recent video at Panther National. It's a really cool one. That's it. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.